One of the biggest reasons that I got into the Web 3.0 crypto blockchain space is because there's so many different ways for developers to make money. You know, back when I first got started, you could just like spin up a Bitcoin node and literally print money out of thin air. And since then, so many new opportunities have popped up for developers to do this, to actually make money outside of just getting a job or becoming a freelancer, because we have open access to a brand new financial system. And one of the things that makes this work for these new opportunities is something called flash loans. And so that's what I'm talking about in this video today, what they are and some of the top strategies that you can use to make money with flash loans. I'm going to talk about this as a developer who's done this, who works this technology on a daily basis, been in this space for years. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel. All right, so just a quick recap. If you're totally brand new around here, you're not totally sure what a flash loan is. Maybe you've heard about it, clicked on this video, but want some clarification. So basically, this is where you can borrow millions of dollars of cryptocurrency or more, all right, with zero money down, with zero risk that you can lose the money on a blockchain directly, basically for free, as long as you pay it back in the same transaction. You can do this for all types of things like DeFi, trading, which I'm going to outline in this video. And some of these strategies actually allow you to create set it and forget it passive income apps. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do inside the Flash Loan Masterclass on Thursday, March 3rd. You know, inside, I'm going to show you how to code your own passive income app with flash loans that you can just turn on and it actually makes money, and how to implement flash loans to do, you know, these other strategies that I'm talking about in this video. So sign up with the link down below to hold your spot today. All right, so how this works with blockchain, I'll show you a little demonstration on my screen here, my iPad. So basically, you know, what is good is it that you can borrow money if you have to instantly repay it. So basically with blockchain, you can have different types of transactions, simple transactions and complex transactions with multiple steps. So example of a simple transaction of like this is like, I just have one instruction. I'm going to send cryptocurrency from my account to yours. That's a simple transaction, one step. But it also has more complex transactions that we have multiple steps, like borrow money from a lender, all right, go do something with that lender and then pay it back to the lender, all in the same transaction. And you can do that with flash loans as a developer, because when you write code, you can make these complex transactions, okay? And if you can make a profit with that flash loan, that's how it works. And as long as you pay all the money that you borrow back in the same transaction, then it's going to work. All right, so that's a quick overview of how flash loans work in case you're just not familiar or you need some clarification, all right? And so now let's talk about some of the top ways to make money with them and like detail how you use flash loans in this scenario. So the first example is definitely going to be arbitrage. It's one of the top ways that people try to make money with flash loans, okay? So I've got lots of other examples in this video besides just arbitrage. Some examples that I've actually never talked about on my YouTube channel before. So if you've heard me talk a lot about arbitrage, just stick around for the rest of those details. You'll find out in this video, okay? So what is arbitrage? So basically, this is where you can take advantage of price discrepancies across different cryptocurrency exchanges. You can see it on this diagram here. So a decentralized cryptocurrency exchange basically means a cryptocurrency exchange that runs on a blockchain. It's powered by smart contracts, okay? So like Uniswap is an example, all right? There's plenty of other decentralized exchanges out there. And many times the prices for these cryptocurrency exchanges actually fall out of sync, all right? Especially because cryptocurrency is so volatile. Whenever the price moves really fast, then like the price will be really high on one exchange compared to another one, or really low by contrast, especially for new cryptocurrencies as well that are just hitting the market, okay? And so you can see like an example of that, right? So one decentralized exchange might, you know, the cryptocurrency might sell for, you know, $100 on one exchange and for $101 on the other exchange. That's $1 difference. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but what if you could basically buy cryptocurrency on the exchange where it's cheaper and then sell on the exchange where it's more expensive, and do lots of different units of that cryptocurrency? So if it's like, you know, what if you could sell 1,000, what if you buy 1,000 units of the cryptocurrency and sell it for $1 profit per unit, then that'd be $1,000 profit for that particular transaction. Now, you could do this, you could do arbitrage if you just own cryptocurrency and you want to buy cryptocurrency on one exchange and sell it on another. But where flash loans come into play is you don't need any money to get started. Now you got to pay transaction fees, so that does require some money, but basically, if you're talking about buying the cryptocurrency that you're going to try to arbitrage, then you can just borrow those funds directly from a flash loan provider. So you can see that here. Basically, here's, you know, some sort of liquidity pool where the flash loan exists, and then you borrow the amount of money that you need to do that, and you have an arbitrage contract deployed to the network, and then you have some sort of script that's maybe watching for this, that's orchestrating this entire procedure. All right. And then you go buy the tokens on one exchange and you sell them on another exchange for a profit. And then you get to keep the difference. All right. So the next major use case for, making money with flash loans and how you could do it is with DeFi liquidations. All right. So what does this mean? So let's take a look here. There's lots of different savings and lendings platforms on top of the blockchain powered by smart contracts. Or Aave is an example of this. So Aave is basically a money market where you can take out loans, all right, on the blockchain with smart contracts. You can just go to a smart contract, use your wallet, and take out a loan, all right? Now, these are over-collateralized loans. What does that mean? It means you have to deposit cryptocurrency in order to borrow it. So you can see the assets here, all right? Like these are the asset supports. So let's say I wanted to take out a loan, for USDC coin. Well, that means, say I want to borrow $1,000 of USDC. Well, that means I have to deposit, a greater amount of a different cryptocurrency in US dollar terms to borrow $1,000 of USDC coin. Now, I can't remember exactly what the loan to value ratio is on Aave off the top of my head, but let's just say it's, let's just say you have to deposit, let's just say you can only take out a loan that's 75% of the total amount that you deposited. So basically, let's just, for easy math, say that you want to borrow $750 of USDC. You have to deposit $1,000 of a different cryptocurrency to do that. So 75% of your principal is the only thing you can take out. So it was like, say, why would you do that? Like, why would you want to deposit cryptocurrency in order to take out a loan? Well, you might do this for, different DeFi strategies. All right. If you want to borrow against your cryptocurrency, so you're not triggering a taxable event to go do things, make money with it, and then pay it back. This happens all the time in traditional finance. Okay. If you want to short assets on the blockchain, that's another use case for this. So anyways, here's where liquidations come into play though. A lot of people are going to make the wrong call when they're trying to take out loans of these platforms. And a lot of these loans will now be delinquent. So, what I was saying before, if you're going to take out $1,000, or if you're going to take out $750 of cryptocurrency, you got to deposit $1,000 to make that loan happen. Well, what happens if the price of the cryptocurrency you deposited is now worth less? All right. Or let's say that the interest on your loan is eating into the principal. Okay. Once you are crossing, once you no longer have 75% of the asset's value there deposited into the contract, then you are at risk of liquidation. Okay. So basically how the protocol works, totally automated. Anybody can basically process that liquidation where they say, all right, you're now in violation of this protocol's rules. So I'm going to take cryptocurrency and then, process that liquidation. And then the protocol is going to recoup their losses. And you're going to get incentivized to do that because you can get a portion of that fee. The protocol rather just go ahead and, let somebody else take care of that, pay off the fee, and then it works out. So basically, you can use flash loans to do this. So you can take flash loans and you can, close out these delinquent loans, get rewarded to do that, and then take the reward for yourself and then pay back the flash loan itself. Now, you only need to write a script to do this, to look for these things, to take out flash loans, write the code for the smart contracts that actually process these types of things. But that's how people are making money with liquidations in flash loans. All right, so another big use case for making money with flash loans is collateral swapping. Okay, so you can see a diagram of that here on Aave's website. Aave is actually a flash loan provider as well. So you can see basically taking out a DAI flash loan to close out an ETH MakerDAO vault, sell ETH for BAT, open a BAT MakerDAO vault, and close the flash loan with DAI. So we can see more of a explanation of that here. Basically, collateral swapping is a mechanism which a collateral position can be replaced with a borrowed asset, even if the borrower cannot return the funds. Okay. As collateralized assets are subject to price volatility, this is very beneficial and can lead to liquidation events to reduce the borrowing capacity. Okay. So by replacing the locked-in assets, the ones expected to have a better market evolution, both matching situations can be avoided. This is traditionally done by paying back the loan to unlock the vault and then switching the collateral asset. So basically, if a borrower uses token A as collateral on DEX 1 and fears that A's price will drop, then he or she can swap the collateral by taking out a flash loan for another token B and exchange A for B to avoid liquidation. Okay. So this is a little bit more complex use case, but that's one way that you can also make money with this. You can also do things like refinance loans. Okay, this is kind of similar to this collateral swapping here and is also a pretty good example of what we just saw with this Aave use case here. Okay, so if you have a MakerDAO vault with $100 of ETH locked in it, from which a loan of 30 DAI is being taken out, leading to a $70 net position. If a better interest rate is available on Compound, for example, a refinancing solution using flash loans is available. So basically, instead of replacing 30 DAI to pay back the collateralized debt position, which would require upfront capital, the user has the option to use the flash loan to borrow 30 DAI, close the vault, and deposit the unlocked 70 of $100 worth of ETH in the Compound, basically making this work without needing the money up front. The whole idea is you have money, it's being productive somewhere, you want to use it. You know, you could basically just take out somebody else's money to get back your money and then put it somewhere else instantly. All right. But you need money in order to do that. And that's how it works. So lots of other use cases. You could crowdfund, you know, the acquisition of an NFT. You could basically get a bunch of people together to put their money together in a smart contract. If an NFT is out there, you could use a flash loan to move it from one place to another. Let's say you wanted to fractionalize an NFT for all those people. You could do that with flash loans. Okay. So now let's talk about the last major use case for flash loans, which, you know, can make money. So this has to do with yield farming, which is another way people are making a lot of money on the blockchain with DeFi. And you can actually pour gasoline on this problem with flash loans, or this opportunity, I should say. So let's look at this application, Compound Finance. This works a lot like Aave that I showed you before, where you can deposit cryptocurrency on one side and take out loans on the other. You know, you can earn interest in the crypto passively when you deposit, and then you can borrow crypto for a fee. Okay. So whenever you deposit cryptocurrency on one side inside of Compound, you're actually getting a new cryptocurrency called the Comp token, which is the cryptocurrency associated with Compound Finance, as an incentive to provide liquidity on the platform. So if you deposit DAI, you earn 2.43% on DAI, but you're also getting a brand new cryptocurrency Comp tokens as a bonus on top of that gets paid out here. Okay. And so, yeah, that's how you get a bonus, right, for doing this. Now, as a developer, you can do things that you can't do on the interface, like you can deposit cryptocurrency and borrow the same cryptocurrency. Okay, so because you have open access to the smart contracts on the blockchain, not just through the website. You can't totally do it through the website. You can do it on the blockchain. Compound knows you can do this. It's not like illegal or anything. You can actually increase the exposure of this with flash loans, because you can take out a flash loan and triple your exposure into the Compound protocol and amount of money to deposit, because you can turn around and borrow the exact same amount and then repay the flash loans. And then you have 3 times as much cryptocurrency into the application itself. And then you're earning 3 times as many comp tokens, and the interest rates on the deposit and the borrow are getting canceled out. Now, there, of course, there's risks associated with this. I just put out a video last week detailing the strategy in depth. Okay. But this is a way that you can do set it and forget it, you know, passive income, with yield farming, with leverage, with flash loans. All right. So let's do a quick rundown of the pros and cons of all these strategies. Okay. And what it takes. So basically, you know, all the strategies we talked about in this video work, you know, they use flash loans to make money in different ways, from trading bots to liquidations to, you know, collateral swapping, all the way to this leveraged yield farm that I'm talking about a minute ago. And those first several categories, like arbitrage, trading bots, liquidations, stuff like that, you're out looking for opportunities to go, you know, find this. And that can be competitive, because you're looking for opportunities and somebody else might do the same thing. And whoever gets there first is likely going to be the winner. Or maybe you just find opportunity nobody else did, right? But with something like leverage yield farming I was talking about, it's not quite a zero sum, okay, where, you know, multiple people could be pursuing the same thing, because you still need a little bit of your own money to get started, okay, and you're amplifying that exposure into a DeFi protocol, and it's truly set it and forget it. So you don't have to go look for opportunities. You can just find an opportunity that works, increase your exposure, and literally turn an app on that just generates passive income without, you know, any much work on the back end. Now, there's always a risk, okay? Now, what are the trade-offs here? You know, you do need some money to get started, all right? You have to put some money of your own into an app like this, and there's liquidation risks. So if something happens with the protocol, if the interest rates change too much, you can get liquidated out of your principal. So definitely, you need to know that before you would try this for real. But this is the exact strategy that I'm going to show you inside the Flash Loan Masterclass on Thursday, March 3rd. So inside, I'm going to show you how to create a passive income app that uses flash loans like this. So you're going to learn how to do that. You know, everything you need to know, and then also how to take flash loans and, you know, pursue other opportunities and plug them into your own applications. So sign up with the link down below to hold your spot today. All right, so that's all I got. As always, smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Generally, this videos out so the more people learn about blockchain. And if you're as fascinated with this video and this whole technology as I am, and you want to just get your hands dirty today, you can't wait for that masterclass. Maybe you want to join us, but you want to start coding now. What can you do? You can go to my YouTube homepage. You can find my free courses there. They're like Udemy courses, but they're totally free. And if you like those videos and you want to take the next step, or hey, maybe you want to take a master's shortcut entirely, I can show you a blockchain master step-by-step start to finish over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. You don't have to be an expert to get started today. I've helped people with zero coding experience become real-world blockchain developers in a matter of months. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.